All right, hello, and welcome to the demo for Further Education, which is supposed to come to you Steam Next Fest here in June. It's visual novels. This particular version, from what I understand, is not adult content oriented, but there is a version that is very adult. Let's just see how things go. Starting off with some coarse language. Yeah, more coarse language. Okay, very angry persons. I brought it with me. So your prescriptions are on meds, aren't you? You'll do all the QC for this one. Yeah, what's her ask? No way she's doing it out of kindness. 5% a raise and a promotion. Huh, reasonable. Dude, I did some math with my contacts. 10 million. Post or pre? Pre, dude, pre. Who am I? I'm this guy with the red. Yeah, 1 million per 5 liter. Yeah, 100,000 per liter sold. That's 15 million post sell. Are they selling drugs? Bunch of numbers. When you money, you're the richest person in the country, whatever you can. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 1 minute in, I can tell you, if this storyline, yeah, it's not for me. Um, the art itself, I don't know. I've seen a few games that use these highly detailed 3D models with the intention of, I guess, giving it a more human experience. But it's it's never really been something that I've looked at and said, this looks really cool. I don't know if it's just because it's it doesn't mesh well with being a static environment, or if it's because everybody looks so lifeless and frozen in time. I don't know. And everybody's the same age, it looks like, which is kind of weird. A lot of profanity for profanity's sake. I don't see how it's actually adding any kind of stuff to it. Uh, so I was an ex-criminal, or I was in jail at some point, apparently, in the game, and then I became a person who delivers some kinds of stuff to people, and I'm apparently very, very angry about everything. So I cuss often, which is funny because I used to cuss all the time, but I try to be pretty wholesome. So it's just not one of those things that I really do um, anymore. So oh, well, that's you've been caught by the police. Look at us all being arrested. Mm, we're all going to jail. Okay. Oh, here we go. Trying to be all things and whatnot. This all escalated very, very quickly. Um, so I'm assuming I'm like an undercover cop then, or a narc. Perhaps a I don't know. I don't know the word. Like my dude looks just weird in comparison to everybody else, kind of, sort of. So this person could be like my brother, just different eye colors and better hair. I like his shirt. Now you would think I'm not reading, but I am very much reading all of the words popping off the screen. Um, so when it comes to visual novels, I don't typically like to just read them and play them for content creation because Like, I mean, why would anybody play the visual novel? I still do it occasionally, but it's just I don't know. It's not really for me because if you, like I said, if you do that, then why would you even play a visual novel if you could just go on YouTube and watch somebody play it? People buy books on tape, so why buy a book on tape when you can listen to it for free? Um, yeah. Anyway, so my thoughts on the writing thus far is we've introduced it a whole lot of characters, and there's been no real character development for any of the characters. So, um, my character, I'm assuming, is an undercover cop or somebody that is a trusted private investigator or something. But I mean, I help them stop drugs. Okay, that's very acceptable. Cool. But all the other people, it's just like I don't really like. Nobody else seems to have anything to say that actually feels like it would build any sort of interesting narrative. The character models, I would say for the most part, they look pretty nice. They're all fairly well done. We get a lot of little facial expressions. Her facial expressions seem to be a little bit better than mine were. I mean, she looks right here like she's rumping a deuce in her pants, but that's okay. Like we all poop sometimes, and I guess it's a rough one. He's really having a hard time. And my dude's just like so angry, and his eyes hurt. like, like I don't know what's happening here, man. Okay, anyway, not the point. Oh, we got some music. Oh, bakery, and yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I guess I will play this for like another minute. Um, I mean, this is not for me. Like when it comes to visual novels, the thing that's going to get me interested in it is the ability to have a lot of choices, to interact and feel as though I'm doing a little bit more than reading a book. Even when I think about the choose your own adventure books from like when I was growing up in the 90s and the 80s and stuff, those books still made you feel like you were an actual character in the story. You weren't just reading it because you would have a page that was like, do you fight the dragon or you try to give it a cookie? Well, obviously you try to give the dragon a cookie. Oh, well, that was a bad idea. Now you've been burned to a crisp. So then you go back through and this time you try to fight the dragon. And then you find out the dragon's still going to kill you because you don't have any weapons and you're just a lowly, serf that's just been kind of running around the city or the town or the village. So then you have to go all the way back and then you find like the other page that was basically you could pick up the magic rock, which you could then feed to the dragon and or whatever would happen, something slightly different anyway. But the point is, it was a story that made me feel as though I was actually part of it. Um, this just feels like I'm reading a bunch of stuff about a bunch of characters that I'm not connecting with and I'm not really attached to. So let's see if we just skip through some stuff and see what happens. We got more people. There's like a ton of ladies in this game world in comparison to like a lot of places. I guess I feel like perhaps we're in Iceland. Maybe. I mean, I hear that Iceland has more ladies than guys, so this could be the case. Oh, we finally have our first choice. I saw Cruella de Vil. I'll be curious. I guess some different things happen. Oh, hold on. What's happening here? Oh, it's so sad. Oh no, there's some stuff happening there that I'm assuming in the full or the version it's not the demo. When it comes out, that will be something a little bit more adult oriented. We're just running through everything at this point. It is do that stuff. I guess he found love in another place. Good for you, dude. They have some really weird outfits. All right. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna keep going. There doesn't seem to be any point for me to do that. So overall, like, my thoughts here are it's going to appeal to people who I guess are a little bit more into this particular art style. Like I said, I think the character models are pretty decent overall, but it just definitely feels a little bit like I don't know. Everybody looks so lifeless. It's just it's almost as if they're just like at the pause of when they're doing things. There's a couple of scenes where they seem to be a little bit more alive and actually having emotions, as opposed to like just a bunch of robotic characters faking it. But even in the graphics themselves aren't bad. They are relatively good. I would say that they're pretty fancily made. The storyline, yeah, just I tried, at the beginning, and I just automatically just really wasn't too enthused about it. It just wasn't really my thing. And then I'm reading through all this now, and like now I started skipping everything because it just turns into this very rapid thing where it just seems like my dude's just hooking up with every girl that he can, and it doesn't like really like come on. It's just obviously that is a game that is and it's just going to be like, I don't know, an adult situation, I suppose, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with games like that. It's just, I'm not really, really huge into games where they have that as a primary focus, because none of it's realistic. None of it fits like how things work in the real world. So, anyway. Looks like the demo, if you read through everything, take your time to look at the pictures and everything, it'll give you quite a bit of time. I do wish some of the choices would have happened earlier on, but we got a lot of pictures, we got a lot of ladies, we got a lot of moments, I guess, in the demo. I don't know, like all kinds of stuff. I still can't understand why my dude is so angry. Oh, he had a gunshot. Oh no, I've gone past everything. There's like such a long amount of story here that, like, it just, I know I'm skipping everything, so who knows what's happening at this point, but it just, whatever. Anyway, long story short, this is, I would just assume that it would be over by now, but I guess it's just gonna keep going forever. So if anything, then I suppose that means that the full version will be quite substantial. Then you get to go and, I guess, fall in, I guess, an extreme form of liking for several ladies. Some of them with poop faces, and some of them not. Some of them, look a little bit more normal. Some of the placement, what's happening there? What is with her eyes? What is she looking at? Some of the placement of the pictures of the people and stuff like that, though, I think they're nicely well done. There's a lot of promise there. Oh my god, this is just. Alright, it just keeps going. Alright, what? Is there a way for me to just kind of go back to the menu? Indeed, it is. So ultimately, like, further education, obviously, just not really my thing. But the demo is going to be available during Next Fest. There's a demo today if you want to play it. So if you like it, wishlist it, and thanks for watching.